Good morning, hams, SWS, and YouTubers coming to Equalink, Repeater, and YouTube. This is my fourth presentation on Pune ham and third presentation on digital. Last time you saw how we can start digital using a peanut software. We had good response, and some hams have had QSO on peanut. Our special request we are going to discuss on full installation procedure. Today I am going to discuss installation procedure of Peanut and Hotspot. So let me start my slide one by one. So here is the digital mode part 3. So there are various modes: D-Star, DMR, NXDN, System Fusion, Reflectors, P25, etc. So we'll be discussing all these terms. So first we go on Peanut installation procedures. Operating system supported. Installation of Peanut is possible in two modes. Window platform. Presently Windows 10 is supported. Windows 7 is not supported anymore. Android. Any Android device running Android 4.x or higher is workable. Many model of net radio running Android will also support. Net radio is an radio come Android embedded in the same phone. So we can do the RF conversation, VHF or UHF, and also the Equalink, Peanut, any other software what you can load on Android. So all will be supported. When you go hit http pa7lim.nl /peanut, you will be taken to this page. On the menu, you have several menu items like home, blue DV, CSS button, D-Star, blog, Peanut, garage, ambi, links, about, etc. So you have to choose the Peanut in order to get the required information. There are a lot of information on the Peanut page, and I have also included some of it in the slides for your ready reference. So when you click, we are taken to this page. This is the page where you have to come down until such time you see a software. Okay, so the software here, you will see the two links are given to you, Android and Windows. So first we go for Windows. So when we click this window link, so it will take you to this slide actually. Here you will see that the directory open. So you select a Peanut dash version 2.2.7 MSI zip. So when you click that, it will unzip and start installing the software. So it will ask you relevant information like path, etc. So you install this software. Once you install, you will get a screen which I will show you in the next thing. We will go for Android also, how the link goes. So when you click the Android link, it takes you to the Play Store and you will see this page. And this is the software you have to download straight onto your Android phone. And once you download and configure, so I'll tell you how to configure that one. So first we go for Windows. You'll get a screen like this, on the left hand side. So you have to keep the button on a off position, then only your setup will work. So you press the setup, this is the one setup button. Then once you press the setup button, you will get this screen like this one. Okay, so you fill the call sign and all the DMR, D-Star, etc. So you have to apply for a code to the Peanut administrator. There is a link in the Peanut page. So once you click that, it will take you to a small form. You fill the form and the message within few hours or next day you will get your code. Once you have to put the code here, then the Peanut will start working. Basically, this code will help you to talk to the Peanut user. But if you want a DMR, D star, all those thing you need to talk, then you need to get this number from DMR as well as D star people. Okay, so once you get it, then you enter it here. I'll tell you where to get all this information. So now once you get the fill all the form, then you slide the off button to on. Then you select a room. There are many rooms like English room, English one, Japanese, Indian room, Nepali room. Likewise, many rooms are there. So normally we all go to Indian room where most of the Indian hams you can find. This is the PTT button. You can slide the PTT button in order to talk to the other party. You just slide it and the counter will be on the descending up to 3 minutes. It will reset again after 3 minutes. So this is the page when a web actually there is a link given for this control page where you will see the last year people who are gone into the server for QSO. You can see this will keep on updating every few seconds. So you will only find about 10-15 call signs very current. Okay, and this is an online user. You will see who are the people with a call sign, which room they are connected to, and what is the software they are using. 227 is a PC software, and 159 all this is Android software. So you know he is using Android or a PC, and this is the time, UTC time, and this is the date, 4th July. So also there is this column is the is a gateway status, whether it's working or not working, like a Peanut, Reflector, Ambi server. So there is a every reflector and repeater has a different name. So those names will appear here. So from this you will know exactly what is happening. Within the software, this feature is not there. So you have to go to the website and link is given. If you click that link, it will take you to this page. This is the Android Peanut loaded on Android in a portrait mode. So here you press the setup. Once you press the setup, next page I'll show you what comes. You have to do that. Then in this page you have a login. Once you switch it on, you can start talking to the people. So it gives you which room and which country you want to specifically talk, or all the country you want to talk. So we have kept it all, and specific to room you can set, like I told you, Nepali, India, or English, Israel, USA, anything you can choose. So the next page we have this setup. Once you press the setup, you will get this page. Okay, so you fill your call sign, and this is the code. You get it from the Peanut. This is the link. Whether for Window or for the Android, you have to go to this link only. This code is same for Android as well as PC. So one place you register, then there is no need for registering on a window any one is enough. So DMR, once you have here, you have to go to this website radioid.net. There you have to register, send your license copy, and they will register it and inform you. So you will get a number there. So you can log in and see and note down that number with you. This is your number, which is you have to use it whenever you want a DMR radio setup or anything. You need this number. Similarly, DMR and D star also. Okay, so once you get the number, you fill all those code here. Then you check button you press, it will go to the DMR server and pick up that number and illustrate here. Then you check your number is same. And similarly for DMR also, you press that query here. It's a found ID. It will just give you. If it is not found, it will say not found. So there is some problem. Once it finds, it will say found the ID. Okay. Then here the master, there are Japanese and other thing. You just load global is by default is better. Then you have a orientation, whether screen on portrait or horizontal mode. You can choose that. You want beep or not, that also you can take. hold to talk. So many people have a tendency to keep on pressing the PTT button and talk, and some people just want to click and then it remain till such time you release it again. So the both can be operated by ticking and ticking the boxes. Okay, so you can also learn the key, like a control T means, transmission, control R means receive. Like that, you can learn the key, then you can use that key accordingly. So this page is very important. Go to the respective, page for registration purpose. And in the Peanut website also, links are given. So from there also you can go. So though no problems. So this is the horizontal mode, of the Android. So you once you have filled all the detail, you log in, you slide it to on, then choose the country and then press the PTT and you can talk. If you want to know who are the people on the rooms, etc., I told you that website. You can go to that website and listen to and talk to them, do the QSO with them. There are some the common FAQ which is normally people ask, and during last 15 days, so I have answered to all these things. So please get guided accordingly, read carefully, and if you have any doubt, you can always contact me. My name not appearing in Peanut software with whom I am talking to. Yeah, this is a general problem if you don't register with a DMR. Unless you register with a D star and correctly mention your name there, Peanut software will pull the details from here and it will show it in the software. So if you do the registration, the Peanut server will pull from the D star server. Then it will show it on the software, the name what you have entered. That is the only way. I don't know who are all in the room and how to find the information. Firstly, you start with the PC and you have to go and open Peanut dashboard. So this is a control or Peanut dashboard. It's a peanut.pa7lim.nl. So if you press this, you will get the page. Next page, I'll show you how it comes to. Our previous page, we have already seen that one. Okay, so this is the page I'm talking about. This page you will get it. So this is the link given to you, Peanut. If you press this, you will see that page where you can see the different box, check in online user, and if you want to room specific, then sort with India, then you will see how many people there with their call sign. Sometimes I am cut off while talking to someone. There is a timeout function after every 3 minutes. It sets to off mode. You have slide and PTT button again. So you have to slide it again to start your conversation. You can talk for any number of minutes or hours, but every 3 minutes you have to reset the PTT button. Can I connect outside DMR, D star, Fusion, etc. from Peanut or receive call from outside? Yes, some rooms are connected to some repeaters and reflectors. This way, communication on both sides possible. So it is not only contact with the local Peanut user, but also outside the world DMR, D star, etc. So you can QSI it from a particular room which is connected to outside world of DMR, D star, etc. So you have to identify those rooms which give this facility. I have Windows 7 and unable to install. Peanut supports Windows 10 only and there is no development for Windows 7. In Android, when I using other software, the Peanut does not operate. Peanut software need to be on top of all application, otherwise it will not. Peanut team is working on this problem and very soon you will find a solution for this. I want to run my own server and connect to Peanut. Yes, it is possible. There is one page in website under Ambi. There are some details about it. They have given some forms, so you give the technical details. Then Peanut administrator will try to connect it to the server, Peanut server. Now I have finished my Peanut.
Now, interesting part now for the home brewer, they want to do something on their own. We are going to talk about a hotspot. This MMDVM board, this a very nice board actually, very well recognized. There are many versions, with Raspberry Pi Zero, with a very small form factor, this board also available from a MMDVM board. This is a picture I have taken. This is my Raspberry Pi. Okay, you can see this is a Raspberry Pi 4. All the USB 3 and 2 support with Ethernet facility, and it has got a HDMI mini and for a sound, and this is for C for power. Actually, now they have moved to C rather than the micro Android type. And this is the DVM board. Okay, this is the DVM board. It's a dual actually. If you have buy a single, you can buy a single one. So this board looks like this. So this is the pin which it sits on this Raspberry Pi. It this GPIO board, pins are there. So you just slide the this into the pin. This board will sit tightly on this, and it gets all the required connection. Like this, it will what you are seeing in the picture. Okay, so that's it. We'll go into next slide. You will see this. So, little bit facts about a hotspot. It acts as a conduit between the reflectors, repeaters in any part of the world and our RF radio from where we select talk group, rooms, etc. Our handy will call the hotspot. In turn, hotspot will connect required DMR, DSTAR, system fusion, NXDN, etc. via internet connectivity. So some background of PyStar. This is the software we will load into the Raspberry Pi on a micro this card. There is an excellent software called PyStar. PyStar would not be here today were it not for the software made by Jonathan Naylor, G4KLX. We started with this D star repeater and IRC DDB gateway, and now support the full GK4 KLX MMDVM suite, including the extra cross mode gateways added by Andy, CA6JEAU. Okay, so these are all the people pioneer in developing the PyStar. So what we are enjoying the hotspot and able to connect all the modes of communication. So we need two major items. One is a Raspberry Pi 3 and 4, but it can work on 0 and to 1, 2 also, 1, 2 also. But there is a different same software with different versions are there. So you can pick up those, and I would suggest go for at least minimum 3. It will function much better. So I have it on 4. Then you have a MMDVM board, which is on the right hand side. It comes as a single mode and dual mode, also VHF, UHF mode. So both you can buy. Or one board with one for transmission, one for receive. That type of mode is also available. PyStar software on 8 or 16 micro SD card. You can go 8 also, 16 also. It is enough for running the software and keeping the database. MMDVM board comes dual or single band, which comes as a hat and sit nicely on GPIO pins of Raspberry Pi. So this is the Raspberry Pi sitting tightly on the close shot I have shown you here. So this is the PyStar dashboard where we configure the software and admin area. So here you will see that which all we are connected D star, it goes in a green, DMR net, and all those things shows here, and radio info, what radio RF frequency we are set in for receiving and transmission, etc. So all these basic details are shown here, and what DMR which people are coming in and with whom you are doing QSO. All these details are reflected here. So you can switch from dashboard, admin, and configure. There are three modes in this software. Configure is the one initially you go there and do all the configuration. Which one you want to run? You can run just the D star only, or DMR only, or together DMR D star, or together with DMR D star NXD and like that. So you have that option. Many people, because it's so cheap, in the US for the people, many people one hotspot for DMR, one hotspot for D star. Like that, they will have a four or five sitting tightly in their shack, because it is so small, it doesn't occupy the space, and the functionality is good, because many people with 20-30 years in the ham, they may acquire 4 to 5 handy, which is cheaper, less than $100 those days they were getting, so they use those sort of handy also. Okay. Five-star download link and step-by-step procedure well displayed in YouTube. So here you get the download version. Pi-star, you go to this download page, you will download whichever the board, your Raspberry Pi, or there are different clone model also. For one or two models also they have given the Pi-star suitable to that. And this is a YouTube link given for the entire setup, because the paucity of time, I may not able to run the whole installation and setting procedure. But this YouTube is very good. Even I saw this YouTube, then I slowly got my things configured. So it's very nicely yes, explained. So you can go through this YouTube. So, what is the why hotspot? What is the function? I need to explain to you. I'll just run through some. This is the way the picture. He's on a brain master. Fusion, and he's on a D star. This fellow. So he connects through a web hotspot. That it goes via internet to this cloud. Then it goes to him. He receives from public transport. There is a hotspot here. Hotspot is going. Is a wireless, Wi-Fi. This is the hotspot. From the hotspot, he is talking via his RF phone. Same thing. Okay, so this is the procedure. It happens. So it's a conduit between. You need a two, because the radio is only allowed for a small distance. If you want to go to a distance, you cannot go via your RF radio. So the hotspot, what it does, it use the the internet to reach the destination reflector repeater of the other end, and that is connected to your hotspot again. So that way, some portion are RF, some portion are internet. So it's a combination of voice over as well as the internet both together. So radio also. Okay, you are locally talking to on RF to hotspot and between your radio. Here also he does the same. That is the only way. So since the distance is a problem, distance is covered by the internet. Both are connected to particular internet. They talk on a particular protocol, or a cross bridge is there. Brain master can talk to D star protocol. D star can talk to brain master protocol. So I'll go through the hotspot, the functions. High quality digital experience. It gives you absolutely very good quality of digital. Give radio operator fast and easy access internationally, multiple digital mode available. Okay, so this is the very good advantage. Different radio operator fast and easy access internationally. Most still require a radio, because for this operation you require a radio. You cannot do just the software and do it, okay, with a sound card. Most require a computer or Raspberry Pi. So you can have a full PC or a Raspberry Pi. No repeater access needed. Here they, if in India, I call D-Star, DMR into various places in UK, Europe, etc. But we don't have any repeater here, no digital repeater in India. So what I do, I QSI directly to internet to and connect their digital repeater or reflector. So I don't have a local thing, so I go directly using internet. So this is the basic advantage of the hotspot. The hotspot type and categories. No operator radio needed, usually USB dongle. Here, this is a different mode. Uses a computer, hardware dongle, recorder plus software, that is AMBI software. Requires a computer, mic, and a headset plus USB port to power dongle. Requires good internet connection to and from computer. So this is without a radio. You using a sound card, you can do this. In the previous one, I told you that was not suitable to that. Here, we have a system. I'll discuss on my next slide. Here, one more. There are two ways. One way, one I told you. Second way is the operator radio needed, ST or mobile base. Uses a computer plus a hardware dongle and software and operator radio. That is the person who is operating the RF radio. Uses hotspot, appliances, transceiver plus operator radio. Requires good internet to and from computer and or hotspot. Okay, so here you have a different system. You use a hotspot, and you need a radio also in order to connect. Like last slide we discussed. DV Mega RPA radio module. DV Mega Pi, a radio module that fits without a modem or node adapter directly into Raspberry Pi. The example what I showed you, the Raspberry Pi and DV Mega board, this is what we are talking. The combination of RPA and DV Mega radio is a complete D star and DMR compatible hotspot with an output power of 10 milliwatt. That is what you require, from one room to another, maximum within your flat. So it doesn't require a very high throw to do that. This works with a version of Raspberry Pi, all version of Raspberry Pi. Two versions, a UHF board and a dual band VHF UHF version, both are available. Need operators radio. So here you need a RF radio. Okay. So this is the one we are going to talk about without a radio. This is a dongle. It has got a beautiful AMBI chip. The AMBI chip plus 2 is the latest one. It is a voice coder. It churns the convert the voice mode into the the internet mode, so that it is deciphered on the other end, and similar machine or some other thing, it will again change to vcoder it digital to voice mode. So you need this. This is a built-in chip, a very fantastic chip. It's a 3000 MB chip. It is very nice. I bought this one for 120 euro. So I have to just install this on a PC and run a software called Blue DV. I'll explain here. So that's it. No radio, no antenna, nothing. Thumb DV model number DV3000U, DMR, DPMR, ASU, Fusion, P25 Pace 2, D star DV 2448 into 3264, this one capability to your computer or laptop, allowing you to get on all above network without a radio. Okay, so we can go all this mode and the for protocol actually. Okay, the FTDI USB to serial converter has a pre-installed driver support for Windows. So it will automatically fetch the driver, and it will show your COM port into the serial. So you can very well configure in the software the COM port, and it will start detecting and start using. And Linux and Mac is also available from FTDI. Two different baud rate versions. Require computer USB port with a good internet connection. Require a headphone and mic on the computer. Require registration. connects to gateway and reflector worldwide, uses a WinDV or BlueDV software. There are two type of software. BlueDV is the same author of Peanut, and there is also a WinDV. So you can use any of these. A lot of people must be having some dongle, old dongle that allow the WinDV to operate. So allow D-Star, DMR, HF operation on certain flex radio. There is a flex SDR radio, so you can there is a USB support at the back. So sometimes you can directly insert this USB dongle. Then you can convert the vocoder function within the flex radio. Shark RF, open spot, old one, two, and sorry, 1 minute. The Shark RF is the company which builds their own private based hardware. It is all in one actually. I'll repeat and show you. Previously, they started with the first generation, a blue box type, which was in a very infancy and testing type. Then immediately they moved into the OpenSpot 2. Then the latest one is the OpenSpot 3. The OpenSpot 3, this is the picture of open spot dongle. So you can see how small it is, thinness, and this is powered by USB cable. And there is a light is inside. It has got a RF, everything built in. This is it. But power, we need a power bank, or you need a external power to give power. So it is a function. I'll tell you what it is. Open spot 3 now comes slightly thicker and slightly bigger, but it has got a battery, rechargeable battery inside. So you can take the hotspot and put it in your pocket, and you radio. That's it. You can, and through your mobile you just give the internet connectivity. That's it. You can do QSO any part of the world. This cost under $300. Okay, this particular OpenSpot 3. So this when I bought OpenSpot 2, they were going to bring after 2 months. So since somebody was coming, I said I couldn't wait. So I bought this OpenSpot 2. So I'll read out the details, technical specs also. Standalone appliance has onboard transceiver to 20 milliwatt RF output. Requires good wired Ethernet connection via RJ45. No Wi-Fi, old model. Now Wi-Fi built in. Multi-protocol support. See next slide what all it supports. Cross mode with the next slide. Simple web interface, GUI, HTTP, UDP, TCP, API support. So you go to website and just say Shark RS local. It will open up and you do all your changes, setup, everything, and which room you want to connect, listen. A lot of things are there. USB powered, runs embedded software, OS, no Linux, no window, no memory card. You don't need any of this operating system. Firmware easily upgradable. Need operators radio. So you need one radio to connect to this. This is the picture I showed you. So these are all the various protocol. It supports DMR, various version of the D-Star, System Fusion, NXDN, P25, POSFAC. This is in the olden days we used to have a SMS, the message sending. Still, in many places through DAPnet, we can send a small messages. And there is APRS through which you can do positioning and send a hard coding the information through that also. So you can see that almost in DMR, Brainmaster, DMR Plus, DMR Mark, Phoenix, XLX, TGF, all these, very useful. Different situation. Cross modes. It also does a cross mode. Only OpenSpot 3 has a cross mode functionality. Even 2 I don't have. As a very powerful yet easy to use cross mode system, it supports the following cross mode. You can use your DMR transceiver to access D-Star, C4FM, NXDN networks. You can use your D-Star Previously was DMR, now it is a D star transceiver to access DMR, C for FM, NXDN, and networks. You can use a C for FM transceiver to access DMR, D star, NXDN, P25 networks. You can use your NXDN transceiver to access DMR, C for FM, and D star network. You can use your P25 transceiver to access C for FM network. Hardware transcoding is done automatically by the built-in AMBI vcoder chip. This is the chip I told you, very powerful. A software-based conversion method is used for the following cross mode. C for FM transceiver to access P25 network, P25 transceiver to access the C4 network. Okay, this is my last slide. Thank you very much for listening to me patiently and be with me.